Hi, welcome everyone. In this class, we are going to be discussing demand. Okay, so we are going to be having a series of demand, supply, and equilibrium. Okay, in a couple of videos. So we are beginning with demand, and we are discussing demand first of all, like I said. And first thing is what demand means. So, what is the meaning of demand, and what are the factors of demand? So, demand practically has to do with the amount of goods and services consumers are willing and able to purchase at a given price. So, technically, it is the amount of goods consumers are willing and they are able to buy. So, what determines this demand? So, in order to get the determinants, there are so much many determinants of demand. There are so many determinants of demand. However, we are going to be focusing on just three important factors, or I'll just make it four. So, the first factor of demand here, we are going to call it the price of the product. The second here, we are going to call it the income of the consumer. And then the third here, we are going to call the price of related products. And then we'll just add lastly here, which has to do with taste. So it's just a summary as taste. We have what we call, apart from taste, we have population, and we equally have here maybe taxation. So these are factors affecting demand. Now, with these factors affecting demand, they have a relationship with the amount of goods that can be purchased at a given point in time. So let's take the first one. If we talk about price of the product, if you intend to buy anything, depending on the price of the product, you can buy more or you can buy less. So how does it work? If the price of the product goes up, the demand for the product goes down. And if the opposite is the case, the price of the product goes down, and then the demand for the product goes up. So this represents what we call a negative relationship between price of the product and the demand for that product. So demand and price have kind of an inverse relationship. They technically do not agree. Demand going north and then price going south, or price going north and demand going south. So with income, it comes with positive relationship. So basically with income, we expect that when a consumer or when an individual have more income, the more income the individual has, the more the individual can spend, and then the more the individual can demand for goods and services. So, as the income of the consumer increase, we expect the consumer to buy more of a given product. Okay. Now, with respect to the price of related product, we are going to look at it from two perspectives. The first one is if the goods we are looking at here, if it's related with another product as being substitutes, okay, substitutes, or if it is represented here, or if it is related here as being complements. So depending, the first question is, what are substitute goods? Two goods that are used, two goods that can be used in place of each other. So we have product A and product B. You can use product B to place product A, then product A and product B are substitute goods. On the other end, complementary goods are goods that can be used together. They complement each other. So they can be jointly consumed, and then we call those goods complementary goods. So goods can be related in this manner. Okay, goods are related in this manner. It can either be two goods can be related either by substitutes or by complements. So now that said, how do the price or prices of related products affect the demand for a particular product? So let's pick two products here. Let's pick product A and product B. And then the price of, we're talking about now for with respect to substitute. So product A and product B are substitute products. And then the price of, we are analyzing product A. So what happens to the price of B and how it affects the price quantity demanded of A? That's what we're talking about now. So the price of B, if the price of B goes up, we expect that because B price has gone up and B is a substitute of A, then more consumers will stop buying B and then they go to buy A. So the demand for A should do what? The demand for A should increase. So this is a positive relationship. So we can say that if the price of a related product goes up, okay, or if the price of a substitute product goes up, then the demand for that product will also go up. So substitute goods, the price of related product there should increase for demand to of a particular product to increase. And then the opposite is the case for complement. Then with complement, it's going to have a negative relationship. Why negative relationship? When it comes to complement, this is what happens, okay? So we have two products as usual, product A and product B. We are analyzing product A, and then the price of product B goes up. Okay, the price of B goes up. If the price of product B goes up, what it actually means is that these two goods are used together. So if people buy B, it means they're going to buy A because they can be used or combined or consumed together. If they're buying A, it means they're buying B. So therefore, the price of B has gone up. So a lot of people are no longer buying B. It means that they will also not buy A. So the price of B goes up and then the demand for A goes down. So this is a negative relationship. Okay, so this is what we have, and then with taste, we refer to taste as consumers' preference. So consumers' preference can change in favor of a product or against the product. If the preference change in favor of the product, then demand for that product goes up. But if it changes against it, then the demand for that product goes down. And with population, we refer to population in the case that is the number of people that are in need of a particular product. If this number of persons increase, okay, then demand for that product will increase. But if the number of persons requiring that product reduces, and then the demand for that product goes down. Okay, and then lastly, taxation. Taxation has to do with taxation has to affect also the income of the consumer, because if there is an increase in tax, personal income tax. So if there's an increase in income tax, it means that consumers will have to give more money to the government. So they have less money to spend on goods and services. So technically, increase in tax means a reduction in consumers' income, and then it also means a reduction in the demand for goods and services. Okay, so in the next class, we are going to look at the changes we can have in demand. Okay, thank you. And if you find this video helpful, please hit the subscribe button and help me grow my channel. See you in the next class. Thank you.